This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network.
Táiste Gaystock le Gaylinn, your favourite bilingual podcast with Kieran, Keane and Cahill is a Rasharish.
Exploring the worst, weird and wonderful of Gnáthachí an Tail.
Na rudí is massa, is ashtí agus is aontaí of life as we know it.
Putting the gay in Gaelga gach seachtain.
Meet your new gay besties. Fáilte Rash hi Gaylinn, lumsa Kieran.
I'm Cian.
August is Misha Cahill.
Lads, hello.
Hi.
We're
What's the
back.
crack?
Oh my god, we're like nearly halfway through the first season.
Yeah,
Can you believe it?
No, seriously.
5
no, fuck
episodes.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I thought he was talking to me there for a second.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Tom Garra.
Well, I think it's about time that we celebrated with something very special this week. What do you think?
Well, yeah.
Go
Maybe
on.
our first specialta, maybe?
Oh.
A special guest, you say?
A guest?
And I won't tell you who it is, no matter
Oh,
how
go
hard
on.
you ask
Oh,
me.
go on.
No,
Go
no,
on,
no.
go on,
You're
go
gonna
on.
have to wait. But lads,
Is it a woman?
it might be.
I just think this is also silly when,
None of
when
us
the
can-
title is, they had to click on the title to get here. But Leonard.
It's the magic of television.
Sorry, we are silly.
Yeah, we're silly. We also couldn't find a man to sit in a room with us for long enough, so it is definitely a woman. Period. Lads, how was your week?
Really I don't know if you've seen, I was on the telly this week and...
Of course, no one saw.
We do it fake in your house. I love
I don't
that
think I
outfit.
was.
But I love that
Oh, the outfit that I brought, yes. V-make faking Gama. But the challenge of the week was they had to dress me. 4 of them had to dress me in like less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, none of them are professional seamstresses. They're all at the start of their career.
Yeah.
And then I had to model it. I haven't watched the episode yet but I got tagged in an Instagram reel of me walking down the runway. And I was in a meeting in work and I just started convulsing with cringe. Noiruk is not doesn't do it enough justice.
Well,
It was bad.
as the investigative journalist that I aspire
Watching
to
the
be,
episode. You watched the episode.
I watched it live.
Oh God, I'm
when
actually sweating here.
Right? I couldn't text you because you were at football at the time.
Yeah, I wouldn't be watching some fashion program with that. I was
And
with the lads of football.
I had a-
He's been a lad.
and
I
Carl
was-
was at
yeah.
dance practice, so you
He's
can
a
wind your neck in.
I was like, Mambo!
Yeah, all 3 of us played for a football team, and 2 of us were. I was watching the fashion show, you were dancing, and Keane was probably whinging on the side of the pitch.
Yeah, crying because he didn't get his way.
So, yeah, exactly. I watched it, and I'm not messing. So you walked in. You're walking your own.
I'm
is
getting
slay. No,
hives.
I'm
Okay.
going to start with the positives, right? Because there is less of them, so I can get them out of the way. But like your own outfit, slay. Everything was like class. Even your introduction and your kind of little, like your kind of RuPaul-esque
Yeah.
kind of intro. That was all fun. However,
When I had to do
Right.
the runways.
the runway was
Bizarre.
so awkward.
Bizarre.
Like,
I gotta tell you, give you context. So I had to walk
Sorry,
up
his
and
dirty laugh.
I had to walk up and down that runway. I'd say this is what TV's actually like, and we'll come to that another. I think we should do an episode on telly soon, but
maybe next week.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, go on. Let's
No,
find out.
but yeah, for 5 seconds of footage, it's like 30 minutes of
Yeah.
filming. So I had to walk up and down that fucking runway in each outfit. I'd say 30 times each, and every time they were like, do something different. So I was running
Reach
out of
is a
things
reach
to
is
do.
a reach.
Yeah.
We'll put it up on our
Oh,
Insta scale
please, no.
because there's some of them, right? There's
Oh
one in
my God.
particular, the outfit where you're wearing the Harry Styles kind of
Which
outfit,
was very
Which
nice.
it was cute, yeah, a little bit more finishing, and it would have been really cute. But also a layer of fucking tan on you wouldn't have gone amiss either.
Do you know what? That was
A
the
little
day
Sally
after I
Hansen.
came back from Spain with us. I was a pale porcelain princess.
You look like the fucking Michelin man. I'm not messing. You come out right, and you're obviously.
Casper the friendly ghost.
He's so awkward that like when Keane gets
Because
awkward, he
because-
hunches over, right? So he's like hunched over. He's looking. He's in this
I'm
like
chewing the nails off myself here.
he's in this sky blue waistcoat with like Bláithín on the like at the kind of at the bottom, right? And then he has these blue like parachute pants on. But he's coming out and it literally he couldn't look more uncomfortable. Like
Because I was like, I don't, they gave me like, they were like, okay, you got 3 seconds, go again. So in 3 seconds, I had to panic think what I was going to
Oh,
do.
it's-
And so the kick walk I did.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I have something to say about first dates and all those shows where the people are in those VTs doing brain dead stuff.
Yeah.
It's because they keep making them
They
do
keep making
more
it again.
stuff
Yeah.
until they get
'Cause that's one of my biggest fears
stupid.
about going on one of those shows is like having to do, you know, the thing with the rose or the little guns or
Yeah.
whatever, co-grammer. But there's one of the outfits as well that you're wearing like dad runners. It's,
I'm
I
wearing
think
it right now.
It's the first one. Oh, no, I like them in that outfit context with trousers
growling
and like
me.
a jumper. But this outfit is like serving cunt at Pride, and you come out in like runners that it looks like you have to like run out to the car in. Like it's just like it needed like a wedge or like a little boot heel or something. But it
Anyway,
was-
Sheer Steel is now streaming on the TG Car player. Go watch it before
Shine
I
Thor
have
TG Car.
an aneurysm.
It is so funny.
I
We'll
can't wait to
link
watch.
it and we'll put it up and we'll try rob some clips legally from the TG Car website. But it is honestly, treat yourself to it. Sit down. It's about half an hour long. But the show is great. And
It's a great concept. It's a sustainable fashion
Yeah.
show, which is so aligned to my brand. And it was a Pride episode. But please, let's kick off with this episode because I'm in Kerr Alashir.
He's sweating.
okay, Anish, tá sé am chun an íspecialta a chun aithne agé arcade mar mis live is láthór fuair gailgóir agus léirthór telefíe ach níos táhachtaí is gas bitchy.
Anreen.
Oh yes, I'm Vanny Hain, Kate Neela Falcha to our girlie, Bláithín de Burca, everybody.
Good.
How are you?
Nílas gom gohfuil na méid sin platitudes tiltagam but scuirmíle mágah. No, that's really, really
Very
jazzed.
excited. Well, Grim
Yeah.
Neil Mahaga as a Gaylinn or Gaylinn, you are our first guest. We are very excited to have you. And we're going to have a lot of fun today. Marisol Cock, Gach Shockton, Playmage Over Nua, Agus and Tockton Shut, Darnowie. Our over in the Shockton is Humour. No gran. Yes, that's why we needed a fear or short, a real comedian to talk the show, okay? So, our news to so much Lena Ruddy is massive for gran. The worst things about humour, no, that gran.
What a lovely start.
Being funny. You know, because
It's
what's better to talk
horrible.
about being funny than just the worstest parts of it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, Bláithín, tú sáte ag na maná, ladies first, because we're gentlemen here and what?
Absolutely.
Inish Dion, because on road is massive for a vet in a van green. Care you
Well, I don't like to complain, but but yeah, no, I have prepared several stories. No, it's on a scale talk, I'm a stocha on, yeah, agus makes me ver cuddy na ruddy is massa, because I know done chud is moas, is rud kind of like spriúil agus jazz a bheith and on a bheith tapa le the chord agus a bheith and on ein rud atá ag dulraig, you know, when someone's gone through a really bad time, that the fact that they can always count on you to bring a bit of a laugh, even if it's a bit dark, is really, really nice. But oranta, I would say that it's like this double-edged sword where either ní hogan dini darira galorhu, or they kind of go, they kind of think that it's, I don't know, they think that it's weird that you're always going that way. So it's kind of, you know, the way you don't want your therapist to laugh at you, but yeah, you do.
Oh, I do.
I absolutely do. And every time she does, I'm like, gotcha. Right? But, yeah.
That's the show
She
girl.
likes me.
That's the show girl.
Yeah,
And you're like,
yeah.
you're paying her 70 quid an hour, but you wanted to laugh at your little jokes.
Hello, Manny.
It's 80, it's inflation. It's gone
Oh
up.
my God.
I
It's
know,
80
I
quid to be
know.
depressed now.
She's
hell.
very, very good. But like,
Of course.
she
It's
does.
very good.
No,
Have you
wait.
got a discount code for us?
Sorry. Wait, then
Oh,
again,
30% off.
she laughs at my jokes, which is nice, but
Sorry.
she does also, she's very good. She does also kind of go like, but let's really examine that a little bit more, okay? But so I have scaled to that. There's, you know, there are times where kind of I'll say I'm going through something, and Dean, you're like, oh. Don't know how to deal with that because usually the way that you deal with it is laughing, and I'm like, if I try to be serious, then that's not coming. And
Yeah,
then
you're the person in everyone's life that you cheer them up, so they don't. It's like they don't
Like,
even.
oh, no, that's not your role. You
They
can't
don't
be
have
sad.
to.
I
Yeah, they don't have to
know.
think about that.
Yeah.
So when you actually have a bit of a crash out, or you're not doing too good, they're like they just don't have the training.
yeah, they're like, but it'll be great material, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
which
I'd
is-
be grand. Like it's like, this is
Yeah.
only a dip. I think it's like when you take the piss so much in your daily life, or when you like can see the funny side of everything, and then you get to something that you can't see the funny side of. Then
Yeah.
people are just like Trina Kayla, like they have no
Yeah.
idea what's going on.
It truly is, but Doctor, I Am and the Great Pagliacci. It really, really is. Look it up. It's a classic. But so there's that thankfully tuck horda on a agam. So that doesn't really happen as much. But there are a few times, like there's scéalta, especially in medical situations, where I don't take it seriously enough. But that's because like those are tense, you know, like tatu agiri of a like aedrum agus of that kind of like you know the of a exul no dogusach
Yeah,
that
no,
like nothing
absolutely.
too bad is happening, because I remember there was one time I had to have a heart thing. A heart thing.
Okay.
I had to have a heart. And I didn't. And no, I got
Ladies and gentlemen, we introduced the Tin Man on this week's episode.
the tin woman come through.
The Tin Day.
Yeah, the gin they them. So yeah, there was like I had to get monitored so that I could get on some medication for my very apparent ADHD and narcolepsy as well. Bonus. So I was thank you so much, thank you. But I had this heart monitor on for whatever amount of time, a week or whatever, and then I go into the heart specialist, and he's like, so. All right, just sit down there, and I'm like, okay, spooky. And he's like,
But you said that to him.
yeah, I was like, oh, okay, all right, sir. And he's like, why are you flirting with me? And he's like, he goes, so you have a heart murmur, right? And I went, it's the only part of me that's ever murmured. Right?
Where's the 90s laugh track when you need it?
Yeah. And he goes, this is really no laughing matter, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, Jesus, is that bad? And he goes, well, no, the heart murmur is benign. And I went, well then.
You was like, your jokes are terrible.
Internally I went, okay, well then. And then externally I went, well, it's the only part of me that's ever been benign.
I would have found it so hard not to be like, murmur, I haven't even known.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He obviously wasn't up for the love.
Was he straight,
No,
presumably?
he didn't. What?
Presumably straight.
Yeah, presumably. I think for some reason I asked him if he has kids. I don't know. There was at one stage that I asked him a question, can't remember what it was, but I know that it was to do with my cats, that I physically saw him Eric Aaron Orador kind of going like, when will this be over?
When
I
will
think
she
back
leave?
to what you were saying about like the idea of kind of when you're being, you know, if you're someone who's like the funny person or like the, you know, the person that everyone comes to, like I know we have said this before, but like Gahara Hamar, like Deanie Erica or like Gwynna Erica, like I think Usáidtear Gran Kundamohicon Ceart Currawillick, like you know, it's we kind of use it as a way of hiding, or Usáidtear Mar Cusante, like we kind of it's like particularly if you're growing up in Ireland and you're queer, you use it as a shield and as a like everyone in like most people in their family have like he's our little star, he's our little comedian, always gay,
Sing a song there.
like always
Sing
gay.
a song there, you little gay boat.
And it's because it's grown. It's a thing.
He's
It's like,
lighting his loafers.
like it's very like I mean I remember we live I'm from Crumlin, and my parents we live around the corner from the old Crumlin shopping centre, and there used to be hairdressers in there, and my mum, that's where she'd go and get her hair done. But like we'd walk around, like that was when the shopping centre was really big in like the 90s, early 2000s. It's like knocked down now, but we would go around there, and like I'd go around with her every time. I'd have apparently a little shopping trolley that I would wheel beside her, right? I'm like, you bought me a shopping trolley and you were surprised that this happened, right? But
Women be shopping, and also
honestly,
gays.
I'm like, they're worried
they
about
be
the gay
shopping.
agenda, and my mom was buying me a shopping trolley. What about the straight agenda? Right? So then, but we'd go into the hairdressers, and apparently when I was like 4, I'd be stood in the middle of the hairdressers singing, like 4 years old, singing, dancing, putting on a whole show. Like I had the tap shoes, Liza Minnelli coming out from behind the bottles of shampoo, right? But years later, right? This was when I was like 4, right? But years later, I'd be like still going around the shopping centre with her, maybe like 20, right? And then we'd bump into some Ellen that my man knew, and she's like, I remember you on occasions was the name of the hairdresser. I remember you on occasions. You used to put on a great little show, and I'm like, Misha,
Talk Huma Baradora Earth. Like, I'm surprised you're not a hairdresser.
Yeah, the vibe.
well,
Compliment.
I think we said this before. So I remember like every time I get into a taxi without fail, it used to happen a lot more when I used to work in a bar because I'd wear black, right?
Yeah.
And I'd get in. I had the really big blonde quiff at the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And every day I'd get into the car, right? And before I'd open my mouth, the Tamani would go, off to work, is it? Hairdresser, is it?
I'm like, I think I'd prefer you just call me a slur.
Yeah. Not the
However, hairdresser is a great compliment because they're generally very well
Brilliant.
groomed. They're always gorge, and they're always like very well put together.
Go to a straight man barbershop in the country, Kieran.
Is Cougar even on?
No, but see, he wasn't
Yeah.
calling me a bar. No, he wasn't calling me a barber. He was calling me a hairdresser. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I do think because if Vosanís mar dinner Erok, you obviously use it. Like I was like, if I'm either going to be the butt of the jokes or the person who's making the joke.
Exactly.
But
Or found a butts. Am I right?
Hey.
roll credits.
Jane Fondlebutts. Nice to. I'm so sorry.
That's a good drag name. But a niche, I think I've almost boxed myself into that jester role, and I'm like, I don't know myself if I'm not being funny. Like Mona will may Jen of the jokes. I kind of feel like will aspa smock down, and even like August make Munganeas when I'm riding someone, I find it so hard not to bring it back to comedy or to be like.
Break out in laughter.
I just can't be serious sometimes. I think
Yeah.
that is also the double-edged sword of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being
Sometimes-
agorafresh and
it makes you
something funny happens.
it's a
or-
hard way to figure out intimacy sometimes because I'm
Yeah.
so used to getting satisfaction from being funny.
Yeah.
You know, if there's like,
Yeah.
if if a funny noise happens or something, like, if you're on the bed and obviously you're in the middle of, making love.
What's that?
And I wouldn't know. This is just some based on movies I've watched, right?
Galore Tahi.
But
I'm a virgin.
in my
so.
dream, when I close my eyes, I have sex all the time. But you'll hear like a little funny squeak, or like if they
Yeah.
make a funny noise, or
A
like
queef.
yeah, or a little. I was trying to skirt around the answer of
Live.
like if someone farts during sex, basically.
Yeah.
And like
Beach
you just start like it's just like.
Bathing in a crayfish, they're like, who owns it?
Wait, what?
Whose is it?
Yeah, whose is
I
it?
recently
Yeah,
asked someone in bed, whose is it? And he went, yours?
Karen Ellis Milam on a one night stand, Codjavay Niha, just being like right after being like, so what are we? Just to see how they react. It
Yeah.
never really goes down the trees.
No, but
sometimes
taking
or
this
it's
thing
a
about
beachy grammar.
because like it's like Manina is like breather me. So like when people in work are like, oh, like you're kind of quiet today. What's wrong? And you're
Yeah.
just like, no, like ta fucking Francock in McCown. Like I'm just like I just need to go for a run. Like
Yeah.
Actually, Dort to Rudeg and Lumke on before, you were like, because I'm like, I can be so socially awkward when I'm not in performance mode. And he's like, you just save ish for the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm just gonna kind of put words in your mouth now. Do you mean like I feel
Put
like
something in
I
there.
presume it's similar where it's like you're obviously comedy is the act, so you're obviously does it take like
Yeah, but you see, not for me. Like it is, I am just myself.
Okay, cool.
Just more
Yeah.
on stage. Like, and even then, I'm not. It's like often not. Some of my best stuff is when I'm hungover, and I'm like, I don't care at all about
Yeah.
any of this.
But that's
So-
because I think when you're hungover, I find like when we go on like a girls' trip, they always say like the first day after, when we're in the bed the next morning or we're having, I'd be like top of my game in
Yeah.
terms of slagging and sort of that.
it's
And I think, I don't know whether it's maybe the alcohol still in your system, but I do find that when you're hungover, you've got the same level of inhibition that you do when you're drunk. You just obviously have the physical disability of being hungover. Right? But I think you're still as funny as when you're drunk, but you have a bit more of an awareness. So you're not slurring your speech. So you've got the inhibitions, but you haven't got the. Or,
yeah,
you know?
I mean, maybe. Then again, I unfortunately I have hollow legs, and so I can drink, and it's gonna be the same
Very
again.
good.
we're
Like,
gonna
it's-
be friends.
Yes, it's
Very
it's very
nice.
hard to get a different me. Although as I get older, I have noticed that. Look, we won't get into it.
So you're depressed. You're not a cheap date.
No.
And okay, and
Yeah.
anything else you want to add to it? I should have put this in the intro.
I'm absolutely hilarious. No, I think that go will she. It's Rud Mahe going with the non kind of like dialogue le ruddy treat of Gramber, and that's not just for comedians. That is Dean Erin, I
Yeah.
think. August,
Yeah.
like I get fresh and like tend to be very observant in a way that's sometimes depressing, but also funny. But
Do you reckon it's colonialism? Yeah, sense.
I do think yes, it's loads of people being like the famine or whatever, remembering that, and it's like okay, I don't.
Do we have to thank the Brits for being so funny?
No, absolutely not. We thank them for nothing.
Yeah. Someone says you're so funny. I'm like, thanks. I had a terrible life. No, I actually had a good life. I have no excuse. I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Stephen Lamont, the famine.
Yeah.
Like, well,
I'm
Kieran,
Gordon.
Kieran, yeah.
That's me when I skip lunch.
Yeah.
Okay, bug na raig. So, an géad rud eile ná an rud is Ashley. Agus, sílan go méid sé seo an simime. Like, this is going to be a good one. So, gan éras ar bhí an rud is Ashley faoi gran ná na háitine Ashtacha. avoid your grant. So like I think like the weird places or like the things that
Like
humor
on
can
Gerta Moore.
come from.
Yeah,
Like on
yeah.
Gerta Moore, yeah.
Yeah.
But like na háitne na hachtrí like cosúil is sucridí mar hampa,
Yeah.
right? No fan na hamana Durka freshen the dark times. Where were you during the dark times? So like on anything shift, what do you think?
This is like the if you don't laugh you'll cry moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, like like that would be my weirdest. That like I see videos on TikTok like all the time of like a funny song being played as they like go walk up the aisle of a funeral, or or like what's really funny is if they go like, say for example the person that dies, they're a really big Liverpool fan and they get them to sing "You'll Never Walk Alone," but the singer is shite and it's like, oh come on, and they're coming down like, and that for me is just like, I would be if that was like one of my parents, I'd be cracking up in the aisles laughing.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah,
I think
I
Rhoda Dúr tusa Sacade Mir, like Dumhain Shen Gran and Lysis Far. I think humor is the best
Yeah.
medicine.
Yeah.
And I think I've managed to alter my brain chemistry to like process trauma as like, oh, this is going to be a great story.
Yeah, I know, which is so
'Cause I'm like-
unfortunate. Like,
And I think it's good for the plot. But I'm like, maybe that is somewhat healthy way of dealing with it. Like I still go to therapy and stuff. But being like, at least I can spin this in a way that, now I'm talking like, I made a meme page. I've talked about this loads on the internet. Of like when I was in 6th year and I got expelled for it. And I have rinsed on scale to Shin Erfa Nablita.
Yeah.
But Egan Am August May, like in my Daygor, I was literally like, I promise you this is like an insight to my teenage brain. I was contemplating suicide because I was like, Neil Ain Rawa Ella Agam. If I get expelled from secondary school, like that's it. To Gawker Creek now. And I was really like, I was also on Rakuten at the time, so my hormones were erfoot nacha. But like,
Are you still on Rockford?
no. I'm on my chubbiest stuff.
It's just hormonal.
Just hormonal.
But like looking back, obviously I'm like, Jesus, Keen, Toga Bugay. But now I've like managed to turn all that trauma into like content for TikTok. A new session, my Matras Fondu Gruiga that I had.
Yeah.
Like I got that the week before COVID ended because I was like, great, I'll be in hiding for the whole recovery.
yeah, we're so back. Like,
And then they were like,
Yeah,
we're so
yeah,
back,
yeah,
everything's open. And I was like, great, I look like a dropped lollipop. Like,
It's Queenlum, like I remember when actually before I knew you and before I joined NGA, that was the very first video I saw of yours on TikTok.
that was my first one. It
And
was
like-
a viral sensation.
I can't, you looked fucking rotten. Like, I'm not
No,
gonna
really.
lie. Keen is like
Be my
literally
whale.
like my God, I love him to bits, but he'll agree. Like he looked like busted in that.
I
that video.
dropped a lollipop was already quite visceral. to be
Well, no,
honest.
because it's like just to add a bit of context to this, he wasn't dropping anything that was meant to go into his mouth all at the moment. Either. He was a big girl back then. Grim Erfad.
On Meg May, all in male, I'm from CMAT, that was actually about me, and girl, no. Nivok.
Well, I love the way that you just told that story, and I was like, I thought that your point before was that you were like, I'm just gonna have to take my own life because there's nothing funnier that I could do.
Oh.
I love the idea. I love the idea. You were like, that'd be so gas. You wouldn't even be around.
No, that was me being like, my permanent record, I'm going to prison.
Yeah.
Just for context as well, myself and Cian are both ambassadors for the Movember charity, mental health charity primarily.
Very important.
So we don't recommend
Don't do it.
taking your own life as a form
You're
of
way too hot.
Yeah, no,
As a-
you're
yeah.
so pretty.
Yeah.
Do you do use it? Mar dú mé hana ar an pod seo, like bhí an turbh me seán her like docrete, like bhí sé tubste éis subste, like it was just like a calamity of errors. Os cór an tuachtarmh hit seanar ar an talamh agus like bhí sé curfulla, bhí chuilegan na gcóire, like bhí mis like yeah, no, but like Machulka her like
Yeah.
in Akala like Mushana her like Vishay Marv.
Yeah.
Like we were like, this is gas. Like where everyone's the ambulance is on the way. The Banawan I was stangani kush a kind and telephone, and she was like, it's Gregory, so like Nilisa like how to say like funeral home. So she's like, we're at the dead house. And she was like, I was going to talk to her up, and she was like roaring down the phone. The Dirt me like on Tseachtain Katja for my pick Pillabeen, like a dick pic at my granddad's wake.
Pick Pillamine, love it.
Yeah.
That's actually happened to me too.
yeah.
Who's out here showing
Trauma.
their will
But,
at funerals?
We
Not
made call-
at the, they didn't know them.
It was just like one of those moments. Everyone's laughing. We made call of like Brista Rohan, like really tight trousers, August like Dúirt McCulcahar, us like
I can see her clit.
yeah. No, she was like across Grandad. He was in the middle. And she was like, Call, I can see your cock through those. And I was like, brilliant. And everyone's just Rinnamanti Darmad Podrica, like her prayers, because it's Gaylinn fresh and she didn't know them in English.
Yeah.
So she was like, and everyone's roaring, laughing around Grandad. And then I was thinking about this and I was like, geez, there's no way I'm going to be able to explain this in Irish. But my great uncle, his name is Patrick, he came into the funeral home and leaned over Grandad and we were here looking at him. And he was like, you used to teach me. And I'm like, Grandad was 88 when he died and Whack was like 74 or whatever. No, maybe younger, but he was like 70 something. And I was like, that is hardly true. Me and Ronan laughing, my twin. He actually did teach him. He was Grandad's first job out of like primary or secondary teaching when he was like 20.
Way.
And Whack was like 12. So there was actually only like 8 years between them. We're here like, he's senile. But we were like,
you don't know what you're talking about.
but yeah, no, Whack was shot in the Congo. So we did think he was senile. But
Which should have been the bonus for more of that.
but
Well, even there, like, okay, funerals obviously have a lot of playground for comedy.
Yeah.
Where's
Yeah.
African
Dark humor.
fashion?
Absolutely.
Like,
But that sorry, can we rewind? When we shot in the Congo, like all of us laughing in response.
yeah, we're like, lol. Yeah.
And that being the full stop at the end of the sentence.
yeah, that's it.
Whatever happened to how you was shot in the Congo?
Oh, well, for Whack was like he did die in the end.
I love as well, you know,
they all
at
do.
funerals or in funeral homes, the stuff that people, like the space filler stuff that people say.
Yeah. She looks like herself.
Exactly that. It's just
Oh, he looks very handsome.
Looks at peace.
Or sometimes you get,
Yeah.
isn't he a funny colour?
Yeah.
I remember actually when my granny died, the one thing she said from the time she went into hospital for kind of like her end of life care for when she had cancer, and she said non-stop, she was like, don't let them put red lipstick on me when I die. Don't let them put red lipstick on me when I die, right? And when she died, they make her up and they had red lipstick. I remember my mum and my auntie went in and saw her, and they saw her in the funeral home in Massey's, and they were like,
I have to take it
oh
off.
my
They
God.
had the Mistler water out.
They got,
Yeah.
So my auntie watched the door while my ma went out my granny with a baby wipe, right? She was like lying there like bang, right, with this like strip of red lipstick on, and they took the red. My mom only told me that like years later, like only like Ledani. Like I was like, oh, everything like that, she'd like, I have a bit of lore that she drops now. I'm like, iPhone notes, pod.
yeah. Gachro Kai Sheva.
She'll hear this in 5 weeks and be like, what the hell?
Yeah. Well, Shinrod Ma, you know, because you're like, you've got the ear out, you're like, oh God, Shinrod is massacre Hulame.
Funny.
It's about me.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
So actual Einrella.
I was just going to say Agora is Sinafran, like, on time or fought, like,
Catching
eyes across
yeah,
the
nuair
church.
bhímuid ní
Yeah.
soga Misha agus Ronan their heart. We used to play a game, so like táis goibh an come like communion you get it agus is féidir that like an taran a hógáil in the love no in the teanga. So
Yeah.
we used to play
I
a
have a whole
game.
joke about it.
No,
I genuinely do.
thought you're going to see a law on shape like when you're sitting in the middle of the church, you kind of sit at the cross so you can sit where people pass you. So we used to play a game, Love No Teanga. So we were like, who's taking it on
Okay.
which?
Yeah.
So it'd be like this old like, biddy, and she'd be like shaking,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and you'd be like, tongue, yeah, that's
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
But then someone like I don't know, like a 25-year-old would catch you off guard and be like, and you're like, Jesus.
Yeah. Little sicko.
And you'd
like-
be walking up going, is there an anal option?
Just, sorry, Bendo.
Right, and Rud Dearna. The Ruddy is Ainty Fui Gran. Keen, Lanort, what's the story?
An cuacht a bhaim agus mé im a Copaleen show. Like I think,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a show pony, and when I know there's certain rooms I'm prepared for. Like I'm like, oh, got this, and I'm like, it just gives me so much confidence. And I figured out recently, conas faded on cuacht shin achru when I'm feeling like fuivru. Like if I have to do public speaking work, my tell to get people, I'm just like, if I need to make people laugh as soon as possible,
Yeah.
and then all the anxiety leaves.
Right,
So
yeah.
like I'm in a corporate America job, and I'm like, my sense of humor does not work with that.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I guess just commanding a room and knowing your strengths as a funny person. God, this is so self-indulgent.
No, but tá
Yeah, no,
tá
same
sin
as
fear,
well.
like, definitely. Oh, have about in my actual for.
I think though it's about
That is true, like.
there's an element of control with it as well though, because like
that's
I know
what it is.
I do a lot of like speaking for, I do like teaching and stuff as part of my job, so I'm in front of rooms full of strangers all the time, And I think the first thing to do to get them on side, particularly if it's like a full day course or half day course, I'm like, right, I'm in this room with people for the next 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
I need to get them on side straight away.
Yeah, definitely.
So I will, from the top of the day, set the tone that like, no, I'm like, this isn't going to be serious. I'm funny. Like, you're going to learn, but it's going to be funny. And then immediately you can see the room relax.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and they enjoy it and they respect you more because, like, I think we all know, like, Daoine Granver are like niche cliche. Like they're you know, they are. Like, you have to be clever. You have to be clever to be funny.
I mean,
you know, there's 2 types of funny. There's like clever funny, and then there's just like, you know, people that are just funny to look at. Like, they're just kind of dumb funny. But you know, people that have like funny bones, that you know, funny things happen to them, or they just have like a face that's kind of set for comedy. Not unattractive, just funny. They have a good expression.
Meg Riley, few
Yeah.
cans, has
It's
such an expressive face. Whenever I've seen her live,
absolutely.
just watching her reaction.
Yeah, but I think most of the time comedy comes from actual, like, really high emotional intelligence, but just high intelligence, like,
Yeah, definitely.
generality,
You
know?
have to be able to like feel out a room or do agus tan ceart agus a like just a má tá tú cliste agus an tá tú grammar is féidir iad a chur le chéile, and then you're glick, you know,
Yeah.
you're like
Yeah.
you're quick on your feet. And I think it is all about smacht, because you will feel like, and even to come back to like some of my best gigs are when I'm hungover, and that's because I don't care. So it's because I'm like, oh, let's just get this done, and everyone's like, funny little girl, too drunk. You know, so they kind of like it if you can get on a level with them, as you have said, where it's kind of, as long as they feel like you're in control, even if your version of being in control is I'm actually not in control and I don't care at all. Like, even if it's that go bhfuil faoise vacu, that they can have this relief of like, okay, we're in safe hands. Our whole job is to just like laugh and learn. That's it.
Yeah,
You know?
and Tim, I think that what you said there about like being in safe hands, I think that's what it is. When you walk into a room, particularly if it's a party or if it's an educational environment or whatever, these people are, you know, a lot of the times they're brought together, they don't know each other, and there is this thing of like, every room needs a captain, or every environment needs a captain, you know, or needs someone to like steer the ship. And that can be a social situation as well. If you've got a table with 10 people sitting around it, and you've got one person that's holding court, everyone can enjoy it, because not everyone wants to be the one you tell a story next. It's like, some people just are happy to listen or to do the yes and. Like, you might have a one-liner, but you mightn't have a full story.
True.
And every room needs that leader to kind of be able to do it. And more often than not, it's the person that has the, you know, has the scale to kind of has the humour and all, like, has the confidence as well to be able to.
Yeah, Mahog too, like on Tassini, like it gives you that warm feeling inside, like I was scrunching on Locher, like the ability to be like, oh, score on Sluig, like against scale grammar, like the ability to stand there, you feel almost like Keane says, I've got this, like it's fine. Like,
I got this.
Have we sufficiently given ourselves a reach around?
Yeah, exactly.
he's telling it, no?
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm red raw after that.
Bhí just ag rá sin, and I was like, yeah, but orinthe it's Nadini a chiapan gurb iad san an duine sin that you're like, shut the fuck up. Stop it. So you also do have to be a little bit like,
There's a fine line
let
between-
other people have as well. Not at my shows though. Stop interrupting me.
There's a fine line between being funny and being obnoxious, though. And I think as well, when you get to that real like higher plane of like emotional intelligence and comedy, it's actually right?
No.
I'm-
No, let him.
All of our chairs are elevating here.
Let me cook, right? But no,
he's right.
I'm not necessarily saying that I've reached that plane, but like, you know, I'm winking to the camera now for our audio listeners.
9/11.
But like, I do.
You don't want to talk about 9/11.
Yeah, but I do think it's like you also get to a point where like, not only can you be like, you know, you're telling the stories and you're making people laugh and you're having the crack, but you are also cognizant of the fact that that person hasn't spoken in a while, and you might throw to them.
Yeah,
It's
totally.
almost like when you're like, we're doing a show today, we're throwing to different people at different times,
Yeah.
so everyone kind of speaks. You kind of. Some people are better at that than others. Some people are just like, me. And then other people, you do kind of go, that person hasn't spoken. Or you might remember something that you said that relates to my story and go, I hear, but I'll tell them about that time you did this. And then it brings you into the room. So, but that's the part of the kind of leadership element of it as well. That I think I don't know, some people are better than others at it. But, you know.
Yeah. Sometimes it's wanted more than others as well.
We were here on Vinch Culture, so like we met for the first time and it was at a table quiz.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't know, I knew Keane, but I was just like, oh, here we go.
I was hosting.
I was like, he was hosting the dinner. I was like, oh, Christina Granbury.
I could see Cathal, because Cathal was sitting right in front of me off to the left of the stage. I hadn't met him before either, right? And he was like sat right up in the front row, and he just had like stars in his eyes for the whole thing because he could not stop laughing. And it was like, it was so funny. He was
just
buzzing.
like pulling myself.
You were so buzzing, but then he came over to me at the end of the smoking area and he just grabbed my arm. And he was like, I'm a huge fan.
Yeah,
I love that.
So cute. I was like,
love
we're going to be
that.
best friends
Yeah.
forever. And here we are.
I host quizzes, and there's other stuff. That's the thing as well. Is like I suppose Rhoda O'Have of Iana or weird or like whatever, surprising stuff is that like obviously when I'm on stage doing a set or doing emceeing or whatever, that's very different because like it is just me for those 20 minutes or whatever that I'm up there. However,
A
if I'm doing
monologue
like
as opposed to like interaction.
I guess, yeah. Although I do love crowd work as well. But when I'm hosting a quiz or when I'm doing like the singles nights or whatever, I host singles nights at my gowns. And I always have people coming up to me afterwards being like, "You're the reason that I come for this."
Yeah.
So that's
Gotcha.
really nice as well. Is
Yeah.
that
with the
like
skinty, yeah.
it's just nor nachwil to like obviously I'm always like, oh, I'm going to just be myself and hopefully it's funny.
Yeah.
There's obviously and there's sometimes that I say stuff and I'm like, I should not have said that. Oh, you're laughing. That's fine. That's good. Okay, great. I shouldn't have said it. But
what you're
you
really
liked
doing
it.
is if you're coming up to be like, you're trying to assess if the guy is straight or not.
Singles night at McGowan's? I don't think so. He's straight.
He is straight.
Yeah, fair.
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
Honestly, I say all the time, I like there's a speed dating thing that has started up now for like LGBT people. Like, but like I feel like speed dating needs to come back.
Yeah.
in
Well,
a
this is
major
you see,
way.
it's not speed dating that I do. It is just me facilitate. It's me being a weird little game goblin. And
So are you just on stage
being
and are
like-
people in
only
Newcastle
on
now and
s-
he like what are they?
Tardini in on. Yeah, well, look, this isn't a plug for the singles night. I am doing it this Friday. Being cheat down. Everybody's mingling, and then you can like when I get on the mic, I'm like, oh, we're doing our first game, and then there's a big game wheel. And you just spin that, and then it's like Mr. Mrs. and those kind of game like icebreaker.
Kind of
questions.
Castilla George de Leon, isn't it? Like they do
Yeah.
kind of they do a game
Win,
like
lose,
a
or
game,
drag.
win, lose, or drag. Yeah,
Either.
but I forget. I think when you're gay and you go to gay bars so often, like there's so many games and shows and things on that you forget that that's not like
Just a gay
standard
thing.
practice. Yeah, no, but you forget that like that's like in
People
another
go to
pub,
pubs for
that's
quiet.
like a big
Yeah.
that's a big event in the pub where like you walk into the George any day of the week and there's
Yeah.
like a man in a wig doing the splits.
Wig? That's a man?
Come here to me though.
They're
Speaking
wigs.
of like singles nights and stuff, I want to ask you, O'Have to Hail Graw.
Yeah.
In terms of
thank
like,
you.
because this,
Finally. We don't talk about it enough.
because I have something to say this, but I want to pick your brain, please.
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, it's really important to find someone that gets my sense of humor.
Yeah.
But I want, and it's a nice but.
And it's a big
it's a big
but.
juicy but. My friends actually diagnosed this for me. They were like, you want someone that comes to your show. This is all metaphorical.
Yes.
Comes to your show. You're on the stage. They're watching you in the crowd. You need to go to the bathroom. They hop up on stage for the 5 minutes to mind the mic.
Yeah.
But as soon as you come back, they hand it over and sit back down.
Oh,
that's
that's
a metaphor
cool.
of what the kind of person I need. It's like someone that gets my humor and lets
Who
me
told you
flourish.
that?
Catherine. But my point being, as a comedian, friend of the pod. No, but like as a comedian, because like obviously I'm not a full-time comedian or a part-time or anything.
Yeah.
Like, what do you look for?
I don't know why I said yeah like that. Sorry.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you look for in a partner? Like, would you want someone that fights for the spotlight, basically, or would you like someone that just sits and applauds?
But I wouldn't want them to be just sitting back and like nothing either. On Rudna, I suppose, like or no, on dating apps and stuff like that, you do get so many men being like. By the way, a woman has never said this to me on
Tell
a
me
dating
a
app.
joke.
Men say it all the time. Either tell me a joke or you're not here to get material, are you? How interesting. Do you think that you are? Like
I think
you're
I've seen.
not.
Do you watch TikTok on that?
Like you're not like the only reason I would have written about you is if you're abusive to me. Is that a plan? Is that a plan of yours?
This has what you just said there has started happening to us now. Also,
Yeah, of course.
Where like people would say like if we're like matched on dating apps, it's happened to me a couple of times now where they're
Oh,
like, oh my
gross.
god, am
So
I
annoying.
going to be a story on the pod?
Just literally write
Like,
back.
ew.
How interesting do you think you are?
You either have to be hung or ghost me. And let's be honest, it's probably going to be number
Either way.
two, isn't it?
So there is that, but then the thing is like what I do need. There's been one or two lads that have been like, here, look, I actually don't think it'll work out because I can't be with someone that's funnier than me, and I'm like. At least you recognise that is what would be
Yeah.
happening, you know.
Yeah.
So there's that. I wouldn't want it to be competitive, I would recommend that nobody dates a comedian
I was
ever.
going
By
to
the
say,
way,
do you
ever,
ever
ever,
dated
ever.
a comedian?
Of course I have, and that's why I know to tell you to not do
to.
that. Okay.
And Kane Fall, like, is it because they're like with
They're
like other bitches at the
egotistical.
show, or like what's the
No,
what?
I don't even just mean male.
have they got
comedians.
groupies? Like,
They're above you on the
fair.
bill.
Yeah, no.
I just heard negative and I assumed man.
Yeah, but that does happen, and it does happen less so with like even if someone comes to a show because they're hoping to meet me in that way, it's much more creepy than when women go to the show. And well, I suppose because the creep in that case is the man on stage. So
But isn't it weird though how like women love a funny man? Like that's such
Yeah.
an attractive thing.
Yeah.
Like you can get away with being like busted, like 5'4",
Yeah.
So
beer
true.
belly, bald, like
So
the whole
true.
situation.
Well,
is not
you're
really
fu-
funny.
make 'em
Where
laugh.
men
Yeah.
kind of get all to like not like every
You can't
time,
fuck comedy.
but
No.
If you're a
like,
man.
they don't
Yeah.
want to. But I think does that not hark back to what we were saying earlier on about like funny people kind of being like níos cliché, like, and is it
Yeah.
the idea that the person is more clever or intelligent? Is it the intelligence, the quick wit? Does that intimidate men and therefore they don't like the women?
Yeah, and
you know?
by the way, just to I'll try to make it quick, but the very condensed version of the sentence that I want to say is I am sick of this whole but men find clever women intimidating. It's like men find
Yeah.
fucking everything
know.
intimidating.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
just I shouldn't be responsible for like dumbing myself down or dimming my light
No.
so that you can feel more comfortable. So yeah, so
Just get
I'm
therapy.
not going to do that.
Find a
But,
himbo.
Yeah, I would love to.
Honestly.
But and I date women as well. And again, that's never been a problem, But like I have found that they either think that they're going to be funnier than me, even though they've found out that I'm a
because
comedian.
you're bored. Is it?
Hilarious.
Yeah, exactly,
classic.
right. And they'll use that. They'll be like, "Oh, we're gonna have a load of banter then on this date." And I'm like,
Have you ever seen that clip from First Dates? You like banter. I like banter.
I love banter.
Banter's the best in it.
Oh, I love banter.
Can I banter,
Do you?
please?
Come on, a
Do
bit of-
you? Because I love banter. I love banter.
Get the burn, like
Yeah.
please.
So yeah.
Would you say
so-
sorry? You were saying like you
I-
date men and women, but like would the part like your can I ask
In
what your
fairness, I
type
haven't
was?
been
Would your type
on
be
as many
different?
dates with women.
Like-
I haven't been on many dates with women at all. Because they, ironically, they intimidated me, and I
You don't like them to be funnier than you. Is
I
it?
respect them too much. I respect them too
Oh,
much.
what
It's
a
not,
woke bullshit
you know.
answer, vlog.
No.
Go
Eject
away.
seat.
No, the
I just love
implication,
women too much.
Kieran, the implication being that I don't respect men.
Okay.
Okay.
I had visions of you sitting there
yeah.
with your matcha and your feminist literature trying to be like, the
Yeah,
performative
yeah.
males. But it's like, you're a woman. You can't be a performative man.
I carry on like a performative man.
I know, I saw your tote bag on the way in.
That's my merch. The
dog merch.
But yeah, no, I would say what I would actually want to
Yeah.
answer your question. What I would want is definitely someone who laughs at my jokes and finds me funny and gets my sense of
Yeah.
humour. But also go bhfuil sheets and go bhfuil she'd find Winnie nach galore. Nach will she'd kind of like, oh yeah, I suppose I'll just let her take the spotlight or
Take 'em,
whatever.
yeah.
Like, but while I'm doing a geary, I would like someone that wants to show me off and doesn't mind being part of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
know?
ain't machine.
And vice versa. Because if
Engaged.
you want to show me off, then I'll want to do that too. So
You're roadie, basically.
yeah, but not
Well, yes,
even.
Andrew. I like someone that can occasionally come in with the yes and I'm like, oh, this is why I have you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Cliché.
and like, give me a bit of cheat, give a bit of banter. I do love a bit of banter. I
I
love
couldn't
that.
see
Do
you being with
you?
someone boring, like someone
British accent is triggering me.
someone like college on. Like I don't think I just can't imagine you like sitting there being like, "Oh, please say
Oh
something."
no,
I'm-
I need excitement.
I'm 30 now. I'm running out of... I feel like I'm running out of time.
I'm Chuckakooik. I've no problem saying it.
Okay, Kirkler.
A single tear just ran down Bláithín's like there.
And I will be
glass
when I'm
eye.
50.
Yeah.
But I
No,
won't survive that long.
I'm still battling with the whole like Lena atá Osmachor, like you need to be married or house, whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm in my head, I'm a tiny adjustment being like, oh, I need to cut to the chase. I need to stop the talking phases. So I open my Tinder messages now with a message just to whittle out like 50% of the population straight away. And it's
Women.
I wish I was bisexual.
I
But it's
know.
are you a
Me
toaster?
too, to be
because I'd love to take a bath with you. And that's like, if they laugh, I'm
Again,
like,
November ambassador.
So yes,
no, but I'm like, okay, I'm
very
Jack Humour.
good.
Let's just, if you don't find that funny, half of what I say is not going to be funny.
Yeah.
So cut them out.
Yeah.
I would hate that, by the way.
Would you?
From a straight man? Yeah, but that's because like if I was to get that from a straight man, I would be like, okay, I'd love the joke on the fact that there was right ground out, but then I'd be like, oh, he's probably the type of guy that if I say I'm going for a shower, he'll go without me.
Yeah. That's very
I don't
nice.
want
He's
to-
also the kind of person whose idea of mental illness is like, we have to talk about mental illness more. And that's it.
because he discovered Prezi.
You just talk about bathing with toasters instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, we don't endorse what Bláithín just said.
No,
No, it's my shim.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
a scathing expose live now.
But yeah, basically, would you want someone that's what I just said, like someone that can hold the room in your absence, is that hot or not?
Yeah, and like that it's kind of, I would want to I would love to be with someone that I want to talk about on stage in a way that's very complimentary.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
to not be like, oh, my husband's an idiot. Not that I would be like that anyway, but it's that it would be kind of like
Then you'd be a male comedian because
Yeah, exactly,
I hate my
yeah,
wife.
I-
Applause.
Woo, great.
Netflix special.
truly. I just kind of want us to be showing one another off and be proud of one another.
Yeah.
So like I would want him to be making jokes or her or them to be making jokes as well, but like not in a way that's kind of trying to be like, oh, do you remember when Bláithín said this?
Yeah.
I
it's
gave her that
full of
idea
it.
or
Oh,
whatever,
no.
like that's
Oh,
not.
gross.
Yeah,
I
I
love
was
when
there.
couples kind of are celebrity couples that you don't expect to be funny on social media.
Yeah.
Absolutely rip the piss out of each other or like post ugly photos of each other or just, they kind of do like unmanicured
Impossible
kind of
to
thing.
acquire.
is none.
But that kind of stuff where they lean into it. Like I love
Yeah, it's my shim.
Colin Jost and from SNL and Scarlett Johansson.
Oh,
Like,
I
they're
haven't
such a
even
funny
seen-
I didn't know
Love
Johansson had a
that then.
boyfriend.
But yeah, husband.
I've never been
Yeah,
to
you know the guy
Hotel.
who ever seen the weekend update skits on SNL. It's like a fake news show. They're like the funniest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the white guy in that is with Scarlett Johansson.
Oh,
okay.
oh, he's
Yeah.
punching.
Yeah.
The white guy.
Yeah.
That's great. Go.
Yeah.
Great.
Just
Great.
Woke.
But so you're just to close off that your DMs are Osculta. Are you single? Are you looking for?
I am single. I'm not necessarily. I'm. Thank you.
We're all single here.
Well,
look.
lucky
We're
for
all
you,
single, yeah.
there are literally dozens of straight men that listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
So,
I'm actually really surprised that it's in the double digits.
watch your mouth. As we told you before, we close each episode with a little 5 focal that we want to give our listeners, our H story, to succeed in humour or to succeed in being funny or to carry humour or comedy in through their lives. So 5 words or less.
Yeah, you did tell me that.
Do you want me to start?
Go on, let's see.
Yes, please.
We'll give you
we've got
time.
ours. Go on.
We're annoying to Queening 2. If you don't laugh, you'll cry.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Keen?
To Goradam. So I think I said Rodrigan Sluha, Gran on Lice as far. Humor's the
That's
best
a nice
medicine.
one, yeah.
But in comedy, I'm going to say Neil Road, Ro Gorira. Like
It's not too
everything, you can kind of poke fun at
Yeah.
everything with the right intentions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Tasha Jacker.
I've got mine.
Yeah.
So mine is Maran Cree Adrian Mivads. So kind of a light heart lasts a long time.
I didn't know that we were writing them like Shanuckles. I thought it was just like a little sense, like a little like Obertine. Someone
Remember
earlier.
you asked me, you were like, is it just 5 different words for funny?
Yeah, I was
no.
just like, I was like, Granver, Doghill. I don't know, like what?
That could be yours. Like,
Um,
you can do it like like what's like in Drag Race they just like shout like different words. They're like funny, slay, go. That's what you can be yours.
Yeah, you should later on. I'll record it later, and you can drop it in like I'm Poochie in The Simpsons saying it. Earlier, someone did say Lena to me. On Shanuckle, is Minnick a Vrish Bale Dinna a Hrone. He changed it to is Minnick a Vrish Bud Dinna a Hrone, as in it's very often that someone's dick broke their nose.
Oh, I like that.
But that's actually discouraging in terms of like engaging in it. Should I be encouraging people to engage in comedy?
They're your gigs. To send them
Yeah,
away.
exactly. I don't want you to get into it. First of all, competition, and second of all, save yourself. Get out.
Please joke responsibly.
Yeah.
Is féidir
Shane
le
Brown.
haine bheith granar is ach bu I've done it.
Great.
no,
I'm
it's
gonna have
nice.
to. I can't believe that. Like,
Well, what we'll do
literally
is
coming
we
up
will
with things
throw-
to say
Yeah.
in like very quickly is my entire job.
Yeah.
And still, I'm like,
You're off duty today.
Yeah, exactly.
Your advice is don't do content.
Yeah. Please save your day into fin.
Don't agree to come on podcasts.
Yeah, here it is. Into Fianna Hall. You save yourself.
Actually, right, okay, on is mo tahi go to an ana. This is way longer than 5.
Okay.
Now, Nis mo tahi equals
Yeah.
Nis mo ground.
Oh, very
That's,
good.
Oh, yeah,
that's,
smile
that's
chin.
6.
Yeah. More experience, more comedy. more
Yeah,
humour.
yeah.
Yeah. Very nice.
So and I hope that is meant in the sense of like, first of all, in terms of thinking about it and talking about it and stuff like that, but also that always, if something bad happens, it's fine because the plot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do it for the plot.
Do it for the plot.
It's a nice little chapter for the autobiography.
Yeah.
Or an episode for the Netflix special.
Yeah.
Or an Instagram story with an iPhone now. for
Yeah,
example.
if I did have a memoir at all, and it's certainly every single chapter would be several words that was
What would
supposed
it
to
be
be 5
called?
words. Oh my God, what are you trying to do to me?
I just saw how you struggle with the 5 focus. I'm going to throw you another title of your book now.
Yeah. Sauvignon Bláithín, I suppose.
Yeah.
The
Oh
name
yeah,
of the
I was,
show.
yeah, that's a great one.
It's the name of the first show. So.
When's your next? Have you got any shows coming up?
I'm not working on I am she's always working.
Yeah.
She's always a Xweenah, she's always a Crowhoop, but I'm kind of like focusing more on making stuff for the television show agus Gaylinn agus Rudy Martian. So I am still gigging, but I don't have like a big gig that I can invite you to. Right
Well, then
now.
where can people find you?
Yes.
Instagram
Yes.
and drinking in bars.
You do a great series. I
the
love your
dating
series.
apps.
I love your series on Instagram. Salabe.
Blah blah. That's me.
Very fun.
Gurmil Magat.
a
Yeah,
good
like so.
one
I'm
if you want more Grega content in your life and more sexy content in
more
your life.
sexy content, yeah. And like, I mean, come on, Sulamach, because we're working on other stuff. So yeah, definitely. It's problem it's problem that I go over Trigwega, agus leis an gaga, agus and leis an gran. I think it is the only way that I can do anything. It is the only
And
way.
you're very good at it.
Thank you, Gura Mila Magat. So yeah.
And that's it. Sinead, for this week's ep of Gaylinn, Bláithín Gur
Gaylinn Magat.
Tom John
Here we
Wheelcloth. We are very grateful.
Here we
So
are,
now then,
Michelle.
Dermot, you can find us on Instagram or TikTok at Gaylinn Podcast. Don't forget to head over and say hello because we fucking love attention. Gur Míle for listening. Tásúla goin gur bíonn siad tána us. Say that again. Agus fecimid sibh an tachtain sicún on headstuffpodcast.com. No cabe áit ein sibh where cuid pod creil tí. Slán!
ladies.
This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with Head Stuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.